All right, guys, welcome. So I am here installing, I believe it's called a Mifeier brand, hard trifold tonneau cover for my 2011 Dodge Ram short bed, 5.7. Nonetheless, when I got this thing, I was kind of on the fence. Had a longer shipping, which was expected. I'm sure. No telling where this thing is coming from, but nonetheless. I opened the box up and they really didn't have any clear instructions on how to install this thing. I looked and couldn't find anything online. So I said, hey, well, while I'm doing this, I'm going to record it so you guys can see, and maybe this will help someone who's trying to install one themselves or just kind of confused by the directions. One of the main things that I noticed was in the on the description on Amazon, it says that no drilling is required, but one of the first directions that I saw when I opened the directions were to have a drill. So that kind of concerned me a bit in terms of the accuracy of what the directions were trying to say. But nonetheless, I'm just kind of working through what the directions say as best as I can, and my goal is that this video will help somebody else out that's doing this and kind of stuck like me. But nonetheless, with no further ado, I'll show you guys where I'm at already, and then we'll go from there. Here's the cover. I just got it dry fitted on there right now just so I could kind of see how this thing lines up. One of the first things, these little gaps right here, this is where your clamps are going to go. Again, it's not too clear in the directions, but nonetheless, this is where these things go. You got these straps here to kind of keep them down once you install them. One thing I noticed is here, these things aren't quite the exact cut for this inset here where these pieces go. So you're gonna have to bang this up a little bit here to try to get it in. Some of them went in pretty smooth, but others you kind of had to bang in a bit. So I would suggest having a mallet handy, or just giving a little elbow here for these clamps. So I'll show you guys how I'm putting this in here shortly. All right, so on these clamps here, this side that you see with the silver, it's hard for me to hold the, okay, so this part here is the part that's going to bend, so you want to make sure that part is facing the outside so that your clamp could click down, and this right here can turn. This is what's going to clamp into the brackets that come with the bed liner, which I'll get into shortly here. So just want to show you guys how I'm putting this in here. Again, you got to give it a little, you can see, get this thing, see how it doesn't fit quite, so you got to really beat this thing up a little bit. So let me work on this and I'll get back to you here in a second. All right, so now we're in here. Took me a little minute to kind of get this thing in there. Not too long, but again, just got to play with it, beat it up a little bit. Be careful not to break it, but just a little elbow. I get this thing in here. And again, this is what I'm talking about, how this thing folds down into place. And you can strap it down to keep it in place when you're not using it. All right, so that's that. All right, so like I was saying earlier in the video, this one here actually fits in exactly the way it's supposed to. Just kind of use the strap here. Just move the strap so you can see. This side here goes right in. And again, you just move this strap. Now all our clamps are in. All right, guys, so what I found out is you don't necessarily need these clamps. What I mean by clamps or your brackets, I'll show you right here. Initially, I was trying to put these in thinking that this had to go here, and this the clamp that you had to clamp onto that, but I found it to be, I guess, not necessary in this case. Not sure if you'll need to use these or not for your particular situation, but I would try it like this first without them. I learned the hard way. I did get one finally drilled in right, and it was pretty secure and sturdy, but when I tried to lock it into this clamp, it just kind of kept, popping up, if you will. So I guess you don't really need the clamp. I guess it's kind of up to you at this point, but worked for me. So I didn't use the clamp, but I guess it's all about your preference. So good luck. All right, guys, so here we have it, man. We all installed. Secure as it's gonna be. I mean, push up on this thing. You got a little playroom, more so in the back, not up here. This doesn't really move too much. This back does, but it ain't going nowhere. Yeah, the only play I got is this last panel here. Maybe a few adjustments to secure that, but nonetheless, we're all good. So that's your installation. Drop your comments, drop your questions in the link, and if I could help, or if this video helped you, man, just share it. Give me a thumbs up, whatever. But hope it helped you out, guys. Peace. All right, guys, so final I guess review. It's not actually a bad installation. It's not a bad cover. It's actually pretty solid, pretty durable. The installation cut is actually pretty simple, but the instructions, man, they really don't give you any help. There's some errors in the wording on the instructions and how to install it, so that was a bit confusing. You could tell maybe this could be a foreign item or something like that, so the directions aren't really too clear, but again, I'm hoping that this video can help. Again, got this thing on Amazon. I think I paid just about $4.50. Some of the other harder card covers like that range anywhere from $600 to $900, some even $1,100–$1,200. But at $4.50, it isn't a bad grab at all. Again, the biggest thing is going to be the confusion on the installation of this with the manual. But again, I'm hoping that this video will help somebody else out there, so you're not kind of lost like I was. But again, here's the last look at it. Again, this thing is on here pretty good, pretty tight, no lift. I mean, be pretty hard to get in here. Again, this is on a Dodge Ram 2011 short bed. So there you go. Again, hope this helps somebody out. Y'all have a good one. Peace.